Hi, I'm Shannon, the Chief Happiness Officer, and today I'd like to give you the secret formula behind turning bad stress to good stress so that you can make stress your superpower at work. And to explain the formula, we first need to talk about fire. Fire was one of mankind's greatest discoveries. However, it was not enough, if you think about it, for our ancient ancestors to simply discover the fact that fire existed. They had to learn how to harness the power of fire. Otherwise, it would be useless or destructive. I'm here today to suggest that our civilization has just made another life-altering discovery, destined to change the way we live like fire did. But because we haven't figured out how to harness the power of it, we're still in this phase of seeing it as useless or destructive. What am I talking about? Stress. Specifically, the stress we experience at work is incredibly powerful. But because our modern workforce doesn't know how to use it, 2 out of 3 professionals experience some form of burnout, according to Gallup. There's no question that we're experiencing a burnout epidemic, but there's a very important clarification we need to make. Burnout is not from stress. It's from mismanaged stress. Because for 99.9% of human history, stress has been our biggest advantage in terms of survival. Remember, stress is not just a feeling. It is a physical state that fires up the body for action, releasing these aggressive fight or flight hormones. So what changed? How did it go from being our best friend to our worst enemy? The answer is our world changed and we didn't. We still have this same hyperactive stress instinct that is constantly scanning the environment for potential threats. The problem is, in our modern world, common events at work like rushed projects, difficult tasks, and even office drama set off our survival radar, and instinctively we release these stress hormones because they have the same signal that we've been hardwired to recognize as a threat over millions of years. The result is we're constantly overreacting to normal events and releasing these repeated surges of energy with these fight or flight hormones that essentially are strong enough to help empower you to run from a lion. So how do you use that energy to your advantage? Now, what's interesting is we can't control the instinctive stress response. That happens automatically. The only thing we can do is react as quickly as possible the moment we recognize that we're stressed out. This is where our secret formula comes in, and it will help you to handle the heat of stress without getting burnout. This formula can be easily remembered because each of the steps starts with an A, so we call it the AAA formula. A number 1 is awareness. The moment you feel any negative emotion at work, irritation, anger, frustration, overwhelm, this is all the stress response in disguise. Recognize now that your brain has gone into reactive mode, and it's designed to make you react first and think later. The second A in the formula is anchor. An anchor is designed to keep you grounded, and because stress is designed to turn off the logical thinking brain, it's easy to let stress spiral out of control. Anchoring simply means that you're doing something physical to stop that from happening, and that will serve as a tangible reminder that you're in a heightened reactive state. It's super simple and you can use a variety of anchors, but the one I'm going to teach you today is simply putting your index finger and your thumb together. And when your hand is in this position, it is a powerful signal to your logical brain that you have a surge of aggressive hormones in your body and you need to do something about it. So this is something subtle enough that you could do, for example, during an intense negotiation, but it's also powerful enough to keep you aware until you do the third step in the formula. And the third A is to take action. If you don't take action within a very short time after you become aware of negative emotions, this is when these fight or flight hormones start to interfere with your level-headed decision making that's essential for finding solutions in stressful situations. Taking action turns bad stress to good stress. Now, bad stress is also known as prey stress and is associated with defeat, retreat, and withdrawal. Good stress is also known as predatory stress and is associated with this fierce pursuit of your goals, along with red-hot confidence and the ability to persevere and be resilient to failure. So how do we take action? We change the way we move, or we change the way we think, or we do both, but regardless, the goal is to release a happiness hormone. Happiness is the direct counterbalance to stress, and it's not just this feel-good fluff emotions. Oftentimes, the things that make you happy also activate and even strengthen a very, very special part of your brain called the prefrontal cortex. It helps you to stay a clear-minded problem solver. Taking action to release happiness hormones can include things like the following: expressing gratitude, being mindful, doing something kind, breathing deeply, giving someone a high five, listening to happy music while taking a quick walk. So to go over the 3 steps, you've become aware of your negative emotion, you've put your anchor in place so that you're able to stay grounded until you take action. And if you're able to take action, whether it's a few seconds or a few minutes, in the moment you feel this negative emotion, you'll start to feel the negative emotion dissipate, and then you know that your prefrontal cortex is given the advantage. If you really dedicate yourself to this, you'll be building something that I call are your happiness muscles. And these are the key to help you make stress your superpower and to carry this burning bright torch of talent that will empower you and your team to do your very best work. So excited to see you shine.